everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. Today I am going to be doing two things. I am going to do a week 3 recap because it's very short for the month of March, and I'm also going to dive into the week 4 budget projection for the month of March 2023. So if you're interested in this sort of content, then please stick around for the remainder of the video. For those that are new to my channel, welcome! And for those that are not new, welcome back. Here on this channel, I talk about budgeting, finances, anything dealing with your money, saving it, spending it, investing it. But the unique twist is that I do it from my own personal experiences. I may throw in a reference here or there for something that someone else has taught me, but for the most part, I'm doing it based on my experience because it's easier that way. And sometimes midweek, I would do a cozy chair conversation where I will sit in my favorite cozy chair in my bedroom and pretty much talk about anything that I want. So, like I stated, we do have 2 things to go through today, and normally with the budget projection, they are pretty lengthy, so I need to go on and dive right in. So what I am going to do first, I am going to show that I am drinking water today. I don't have any tea, definitely don't have any coffee, so that's what we're doing here. Now, I'm gonna dive in with the week 3 budget recap first. I do have notes here, so I will be looking down to reference those from time to time. Let's project the week 3 budget projection up on the screen. It's very short. We're gonna do those numbers and move along. Week 3 budget projection, March 7th, budget recap. Budget recap. That's what we're doing first. Then we're going to go into the budget projection. So, this is our budget recap for March 17th, 2023 through March 23rd, 2023. Typically, a budget recap is the time length, it goes from the previous Friday, which is a payday. I get paid every single Friday up until the following Thursday. So anything that I did not project, I talk about during this time of the video. All right, as you can see, we only have 2 items. First up is a student loan payment. I actually sent a $203 student loan payment to my student loans because I just wanted to get it under a certain number, so I decided to just send a payment for that, and that money came out of the bills savings account. All right, and next I had a Mexican restaurant purchase for $15.79 this past week, and that money came out of the bills checking account. And as you can see indicated there are no mortgage updates for this week, so boo, but we will definitely be back at it on next week. So that's really all we have for the recap. All right, we're gonna dive right into the budget projection. So I'm gonna remove that screen and I'm going to put up a screenshot of the budget projection for week 4. All right, you should see that information on the screen now. As you can see, it is pretty lengthy, so we're gonna try and talk through these numbers as quickly as possible and try and get this video done within a reasonable amount of time. We have week 4 budget projection, Friday, March the 24th, 2023. So we're going to be budgeting out today, Friday's paycheck, and what I plan on doing with it for the upcoming week. So let's dive right in. We have HOA fees for $6.70. Next, we have the Hulu payment for $7.99, followed by auto insurance for $87, another auto insurance policy for $62, student loan for $100, college tuition or gasoline. I fluctuate week by week on what I do with that money. This week is the gas. I think I will be giving that to the younger child for assistance with gas in his vehicle. That's $25. Then we have the debt monies, which is $536. And as you see indicated there, it will be going toward the mortgage, the principal only portion, which is what I stated earlier in my budget recap. Next, we have the power bill for $160, followed by the natural gas bill for $180. My child's lunch account, $22 for this week. Household expenses is money that I just pull out in cash for anything from groceries to spending money, toiletries, whatever, school supplies, $148. Children's savings account, $28.50. The home security for this home, $24. College spending. I do have 2 in college, so I send them monies each week. That's $60. Minor Roth IRA, $20. And last but not least, the buffer or the cushion amount that I leave in this account is $26, just so that, you know, it will not be an account that's all the way down to zero. So the total for this week is $1,468.19. Now, what I typically do is leave $1,382 in this account every single week because it's based on all of my expenses or total amounts of money that I need to pay out each week. However, you see the total for this week is more than that. So let's subtract that $1,468.19 minus the $1,382 that I normally leave in there leaves us with $86.19 that I need to pull out of the Bill's savings account this week to help me satisfy this total for this week. However, we're doing that just right here on paper. So stick with me. That's step 1. Step 2 is to go back up through these expenses and put a PA with a pink circle around it next to the items that I will be projecting out of this money, but will not be paying until later. You see those listed there. So let's look back down at the 5th from the last line and get the total of that put away amount of money. That total for this week is $162. So now you see that there are 2 numbers with blue clouds around them. They have a relationship. In this projection here, one amount I need to pull out of the Bill's savings account to help me satisfy the total for this week. However, out of that total, there are some monies that I need to put away. So let's subtract those 2 numbers. We have the $162 minus the $86.19 equals $75.81 that I need to be putting away in the Bill's savings account. However, that's right here on paper until we're done with the calculations. Now that's that. Next step is to go back up through these expenses and put a purple triangle next to those items that I will be taking care of this week. As you can see, there are a lot of them. I will not read back through them. However, I will focus on the ones where I have a projected amount. However, that's not the total amount of that expense for the week. So we have a few of those that we need to get through this week as well. It just looks like there's a lot going on with the monies this week. I think it's because my HOA is due quarterly, so it's like an added expense that we will be having to talk about this week. All right, so speaking of that, let's deal with the HOA, the first line. As you can see, HOA is normally $87 a quarter. However, I'm only projecting $6.70 out of this week's pay. Therefore, I will need to pull out $80.30 from the Bill's savings account to help me satisfy that. However, as you can probably guess, it's right here on paper. This is just until we finish our calculations. The next one is the auto insurance. I'm projecting $87 out of this week's pay. However, as you see over from the side, it is $346 monthly payment. So what I'm going to have to do is subtract the projected amount from the actual amount. 346 minus 87 equals $259. That too is another amount that I need to pull out of the Bill's savings account right here on paper to help me pay that insurance. Next, let's go down to the power bill. I project $160. However, it came in at $70 this month. So let's do that calculation. $160 minus $70 equals $90. That would be an amount that I need to put away in the Bill's savings account because I had projected $160 and only need to use $70. So that's why you see the $90 have a note out beside it of me needing to put it away. However, that's just right here on paper. And last but not least, let's look at the natural gas bill. I projected 180, however, it came in at 202 for the month. Therefore, we're going to have to subtract the projected from the actual. 202 minus $180 equals $22. I will need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me satisfy that natural gas bill. However, that's right here on paper. And last but not least, which I just said, so actually this is the last but not least one, is the security bill. It's $24. However, I pay it this week, but it is not part of this budget projection. I had already set aside this money in week 2. So the only thing I need to do with that $24 is just to pull it out of the bill savings account. But of course, that's right here on paper. Now let's look at all these numbers with these yellow lines under them. As you heard me state, there are some that we need to pull out of the bill savings account, some we need to put away. Let's deal with the ones that the amounts that we need to put away first. So that's why you see that note down there on the third from the last line. We have 2 amounts that we need to put away. We have that $75.81, which you see listed there with the yellow line underneath it. And if we go back up to the top, we have the $90 from the natural gas bill that we need to put away. So let's add those 2 numbers together. That gives me a total, well, $75.81 plus $90 equals $165.81. So that's the total put away amount technically for this session here. Now let's deal with the amounts that I need to pull out. Those are the other numbers with the yellow lines underneath. There are 4 of those this week. If you go back and look at the sheet, you should see 4 numbers or amounts that I need to pull out of the bill savings account this week. Those totals are $80.30, also the $259, also the $22, and the $24. So if we add all those amounts up, we're looking at the next to the last line. That total equals $385.30. So now we have our 2 amounts. We have the total amount that we need to pull out of the bill savings account and the total amount that we need to put away. So let's look at the very last line. Of course, we're going to have to subtract those 2 numbers because they are doing 2 different actions. $385.30 minus $165.81 equals $219.49. That number gets a full yellow box because that is actually what I will be doing with my monies this week. I will be pulling out of the bill savings account $219.49 to help me satisfy all of these expenses and total amounts up above. Okay, so that's how I do my budget every single week. At the end of the day, I will be taking that amount of money and moving it physically from the bill savings account to the operational bills checking account portion of that account so that I can satisfy these amounts. This is all I have for this video. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.